Hi, good morning and welcome to a meditation. Today is the 14th of August. I would like to read in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 16. To those who are dying, we are the smell of death. To those who are being saved, we are the perfume of life. Who is able to do this work? That's a question that Paul was asking himself and asking everyone who is able to do this work. Actually, the answer to this question is nobody is able. Only God is able. There is no Christian life without Christ. There is no gospel without Christ. That's why Paul is saying 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5, in ourselves, we are not able to claim anything for ourselves. The power to do what we do comes from God. The power to do what we do comes from God. The power to do the things that God called us to do comes from God. The power to become the perfume of Christ comes from God himself. In Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20, Paul says, God is able to do far more than we could ever ask or imagine. He does everything by his power that is working within us. The power that is working within us. In Ephesians chapter 1, at the end of the chapter 1, Paul says that God has given us a power of resurrection. And it is that power of resurrection that is going to do God's work in us. We are unable to do so through our own power. When man is doing something, he's receiving the glory. But Isaiah says, and Peter says as well, that the glory of man is like a flower on the fields in the Middle East. Actually, it is beautiful in the morning, then it dies in the afternoon. But God's glory is eternal. So when it's God's work, God will receive the glory, and that's how it works in the gospel. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7, treasure. This treasure is kept in clay jars. In the same way, we have the treasure of the good news in these earthly bodies of ours that shows that the mighty power of the good news come from God. It does not come from us. That's very important. It does not come from you. It comes from God. When it is come from you, you receive the glory, and we call that religion. When it comes from God, God receives the glory, and we call it the eternal gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. God says to Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, my grace is all you need. My power is strongest when you are weak. So I am very happy to brag about how weak I am. Then Christ's power can rest on me. My grace is all you need, says God to you today. You cannot do it on your own. You cannot be the perfume of God on your own, but God's grace is all you need. God bless you.